Jets fans. The NFL has spoken, and one of the newest leaders of the New York Jets has officially been recognized as one of the best players in football. Demario Davis has earned a spot in the NFL Top 100 Players list. At first glance, some fans may see this as just another offseason ranking, but I think it's much bigger than that. Because this isn't just about individual recognition, it's about what Demario Davis brings to a Jets defense that's trying to become one of the most feared units in the NFL. Could his arrival be one of the most underrated moves of the entire offseason? Let's break it all down.
But before we get into it, if you're a die-hard Jets fan, make sure you're subscribed to Jetstream News. We're your go-to source for daily engaging content on all things. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers this offseason by hitting that subscribe button now.
Every offseason, the NFL Top 100 generates debate. Some fans love it, others criticize it. But one thing is always true: players vote on these rankings. That means this isn't simply a media opinion. It's recognition from fellow NFL players who compete against these stars every single season. When Demario Davis appears on that list, it tells us something important. Across the league, players still respect him as one of the premier linebackers in football. That's no small accomplishment for someone entering the later stages of his career. Longevity at an elite level is incredibly rare in the NFL, and Demario Davis continues to prove he belongs among the league's best. Making the NFL Top 100 isn't easy. There are thousands of players in the league. Only 100 make this list. And what makes it even more impressive is that this ranking is voted on by the players themselves. These are the same athletes who line up against Demario Davis every Sunday. They've seen his preparation. They've tried to block him. They've tried to fool him with play action. And year after year, they continue to recognize him as one of the NFL's best linebackers. That tells you everything you need to know. Respect like that isn't given, it's earned. One thing Aaron Glenn has emphasized since becoming head coach is building the right culture. Talent alone isn't enough. Every NFL team has talented players. What separates playoff teams from everyone else is leadership. And that's exactly where Demario Davis becomes invaluable. He's played in huge games. He's faced elite quarterbacks. He's been through winning seasons. He's been through adversity. Those experiences allow him to remain calm when younger players might panic. Sometimes, one veteran voice in the huddle can completely change the outcome of a drive. The Jets believe Demario Davis can be that voice. Aaron Glenn wants an aggressive defense. He wants defenders flying to the football. He wants communication. He wants accountability. Demario Davis checks every one of those boxes. Glenn has consistently emphasized that effort and discipline will define this new Jets identity. Demario has built his entire career around those exact principles. He's the kind of veteran who makes everyone around him better. Young linebackers learn from him. The secondary benefits from his communication. The defensive line benefits from quicker reads behind them. His impact extends far beyond the stat sheet. The Jets aren't only thinking about 2026, they're thinking about the future. Players like Jamin Sherwood, young linebackers, and even defensive backs will all benefit from sharing the field with someone like Demario Davis. Leadership isn't always about speeches. Sometimes it's simply about setting the example, showing up early, watching extra film, taking every practice seriously, preparing the same way in Week 1 as you do in Week 18. Those habits spread throughout an entire locker room. That's why veteran leaders are so valuable. Think about this defense for a moment. Quinnen Williams controlling the interior, Minkah Fitzpatrick patrolling the secondary, Andre Cisco adding range at safety, Jamin Sherwood continuing his development, and now, Demario Davis directing traffic in the middle of it all. Suddenly, this doesn't look like the same defense that struggled a season ago. Aaron Glenn now has veterans at every level of the defense. The defensive line, the linebacker room, The secondary. That's exactly how championship defenses are built. Not just with stars, but with communication, discipline, trust, and accountability. When fans discuss offseason additions, they usually focus on the biggest names, the flashiest signings, the blockbuster trades. But championship teams are often built through smart veteran additions. Players who stabilize a locker room. Players who raise the standard. Players who know how to win. Demario Davis may end up becoming exactly that. His impact might never fully appear in the box score, but it could absolutely show up in the Jets' win column. Many linebackers make tackles. Great linebackers prevent big plays before they happen. That's what separates Demario Davis. He's constantly communicating before the snap, pointing out motions, adjusting alignments, helping teammates understand what offenses are trying to do. Fans usually don't notice those little details, but coaches absolutely do. Sometimes, the most important play a linebacker makes never appears on the stat sheet. It's the adjustment he calls before the snap, the warning he gives a teammate, the mistake he prevents before the ball is even snapped. That's football intelligence, and Demario Davis has plenty of it. This recognition also sends a message. The Jets aren't simply adding recognizable names. They're adding respected players, veterans who have proven themselves over many years. Aaron Glenn is changing the identity of this football team. He's building a defense based on discipline, effort, communication, and accountability. Demario Davis embodies every one of those qualities. That's why his place in the NFL Top 100 isn't just personal recognition. It's validation that the Jets brought in exactly the kind of leader they wanted. Jets fans, winning in the NFL isn't only about finding superstar talent. It's about building a complete football team. A team where veterans teach younger players, where communication prevents mistakes, where leadership shows up long before kickoff. Demario Davis represents all of that. The NFL Top 100 simply reminds everyone else of something Aaron Glenn already knew. The Jets didn't just sign another linebacker. They signed one of the most respected defensive leaders in professional football. And if his leadership impacts this locker room the way many expect, this defense could become one of the biggest surprises of the entire NFL season. Now I want to hear from you, Jets fans. Was signing Demario Davis one of the best moves the Jets made this offseason? Yes, he's the veteran leader this defense needed. No, his best football is behind him. Drop your opinion in the comments below. And if you want daily New York Jets news, rumors, roster analysis, and training camp coverage, make sure to subscribe to Jetstream News. And as always, go Jets! Thanks for watching!